Must have been happy with that today. It was a great performance from the boys.
Delighted. It's a difficult place to come. Last year we just sneaked over a 1-0 victory, but that was nearly at the tail end of the season with a long run behind us. So it was a great result. The boys were excellent. First half, the first part of the first half was a bit even. They were working hard and they were in about us, but we matched it, which is a good sign. The physical side and the pressing, and we matched that. And then I thought we finished a better team in the first half as well. The second half we totally dominated it.
It's a cracking strike from McCullen in the run up to the first goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, to be fair to him, I thought he was the best man in the park today. He stood out head and shoulders above everybody. He played simple passes all day long, which helped us out, get us up the park on a big surface, a big park, and he played the simple pass, and he was first class, and he was unlucky with the strike. It's hit the inside of the post and come out, but credit to Stephen, he's followed it up. What we're asking him to do, he's the furthest forward midfielder, and he's got a goal, and that's what he's here for. He's a goal scorer. But it was really good.
And a great strike by Tommy. He'd had a couple of efforts to get his sights set up just before that.
In the first half, if you watch the game back, or if it was recorded, he'd had 3 or 4, maybe 5 options to do that in the first half, and I was giving him a bit of stick about it, because Tommy Coyne, last year maybe and the year before, would have just shifted it, curled it and had a strike, and he's not been doing that. He's been looking for a pass to get a 1-2 or whatever, whereas he's a goal scorer. He's in the 18-yard box, he should be having a strike, and just that's a typical Tommy Coyne goal, I would think, for maybe a year ago, but we were used to seeing, so hopefully he can replicate that and keep it going.
And good to get some game time for Jamie McKenzie.
Brilliant.
In an unfamiliar role.
He's been busting to play because he's a forward-thinking player, even though he's a great defender for us and he's quick. He likes playing in there, and albeit Stephen was tight on his calf, we didn't want to take any chances, so we put him in there, and he settled in fine. Sometimes he just needs to learn that it's a wee bit more pressure in you in there, not at the back, you've not got as much time, but he's good on the ball, he sees a pass, and another thing about it, he's a great talker in there. He organises things and he tells boys what to do, so it gives us another option, it's something that we can look at if we need it.
How did your trip to Nairn go midweek?
Long, but it was good. It was good to see them. I've got a report for them a couple of weeks back, and then I've seen them myself where I hear they play a different formation against Forest the other night, and I've had somebody watch them the day again, so we'll have three reports to see how they go, and, but there'll be a hard game, a physical side. They work hard, pretty similar to Sauchie in the way they work, and they press and they get the ball forward, but they're a bit more physical at the back, the bigger boys, so it's something we'll need to deal with, but we'll need to deal with us as well, so it'll be an interesting game.
Yeah, I mean they've got some decent players, haven't they? Certainly on paper they've spent a fair amount of money getting boys in, so it's a big tie for the town next week. It is.
It's a big thing. They've seen the Scottish Cup, and it's a good game to get as well. I'm glad it was at home, even though up there at their surface was absolutely magnificent. But it's a good to be at home. It's your advantage at home, and we need to do well in it. We wanted to do well in it for the club. The club have backed us this year with players and bringing players in and finances. So we need to try and reward them by getting a good wee run in this to help the club with the finances, and we'll be going all out to win and progress if we can.
Bonus have lost today, so back to the top of the league.
It's good. It's where we want to be. Last week was a slip up. I think people can see the difference today on the clinic. They're trying to be more clinical when they get a chance to strike. They're having a strike, whereas last week it was hesitant. So it's good that they've took it on board. We worked on it all week at training, albeit one of them was a game where we spoke about it, and we've seen a wee bit of a benefit for that today, which is good. It's good. It shows that we can improve all the time, and we have. So I was delighted.
Thanks a lot, Mark.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.